KT7 up here. Today, I will review and showcase the first Void character Rysol. We will first look at her kit in detail. My top choices for equipments and VCs. Then a couple sample team builds and finally a few matches against different teams. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see how future units perform in auto PvP settings. I have made some changes to my presentation layout. Let me know what you think in the comment. Rysol, a 100 cost wind unit. She is a very accurate character with very good AoE resistance. Her HP is above average, has very good agility, dex, and luck. She can drain HP and very likely to stay alive until the end. She is a great evade hunter. Her main job is Apostle of the Void, Deception. A dagger user that deals physical/base damage. Sub-jobs, Lancer and Monk. These are some old jobs, but they work very well in the modern Wind team. She has 2 innate defense and spirit. 20% resistance to slash, -5% to pierce, neutral to strike, 15% missile resist and 10% magic resist. Very decent across the board. Her status ailment resist are 50% to blind, 50% to toad and 10% to stop. Having resistance to blind is very important to her kit, especially against evade units like Yuffie. I would suggest to give her 25 charm resistance with Trust Stone. She can equip dagger, hats, and cloths. Her TMR is an accessory. 314 HP, 12 defense, and 5 agility. The buff is a self-buff, increases agility by 25% and AoE resistance 15 for 3 turns. This is a great TMR, very good HP and 5 agility. Very useful for turn order adjustments. Her LB is a diamond-shaped AoE, range 1 to 3. Slash-based attack, damage large. 67% chance to inflict blind and lower target's defense penetration by 30 if blind lands. Now let's take a look at her 140 upgrades. It grants her 15 initial AP, accuracy up 15, and upgrade her level 120 skill to include Dispel all buffs. She really needs her 140 for his kit to work as intended. The 15 accuracy is so important. It lets her to run agility Trust Stone instead of accuracy. For her main job passives, she gets agility up 12%, accuracy up 25, and defense penetration 40. This one is always on. Her second passive from her main is an increase move and jump by 1. That will put her at move 4, jump 3. I always run this as well. Having high movement means she can move to the opponent's side or back for higher chance to hit. Her master ability is the typical HP 10% and wind attack up 15 for wind allies. And for self, she gets 10% attack up and 10 AoE resistance. For her reaction ability, it has a 30% proc chance when she takes damage. Decreases enemies' agility by 20% for 3 turns, and increase AoE resistance by 15 for self for 3 turns. Let's go over her main job buffs. The first one is an AoE buff. For everyone, increases attack by 40% and grants 30% HP absorbed for 3 turns. For self, remove re-raise on all her attacks for 3 turns. Her second buff is a self buff. Grants her protect and shell for 3 turns. And AP consumption down by 33% when protect or shell is active. You can see, with HP drain plus protect and shell online, she can survive for a very long time. Next are her attack moves. First is a range 3, select up to 2 units, decrease target's slash resist by 25%, then deals medium damage. This is a single target attack, up to 2 units just like Amulet. Next is in cross-shape AoE attack, range up to 3 to 4. Reduce counter chance by 100% for 3 turns, lowers healing power by 40, then deal medium damage and absorb 30% of the damage done. Up next is her low AP move. Single target attack, up to range 4. Small damage and recovers AP if enemy is KO'd. This is a great finishing move and not have to spend too much AP. Okay, This is her level 25 attack. Barrier Steel. This is the skill that makes her great against Yuffie and Halloween Lucia. Range 3, single target attack. It breaks physical barrier then deals large damage. And grants herself a one-time 50% damage reduced physical barrier. Stealing a barrier, so cool. Let's go over the highlights of her sub-jobs. She gets sure hits from both Lancer and Monk. For Monk sub, she also gets Chakra. Lancer is great when paired with Glaciella and Monk is great with Edward. For passives. From Lancer she gets Pierce attack up 15 from Pierce Mastery. And Deadly Mastery, crit rate up 25 and attack up 24%. From Monk, she gets HP up. And Strike Mastery, attack up 12% and strike attack up 15. I usually just stick with her main job passives. Let's move on to equipments and VCs. Her best weapon is the Sacred Dark Blade. It has 20% slash penetration. For Rysol, she also gets AP consumption down 15% and AoE resist of 10. This is a must-have all the time weapon. For her second item, I mostly have her equip Alex Ring for the accuracy. But the Survival Vest and Black Garb are great options as well. Survival Vest gives her 10 single target resist. The Black Garb gives her 20 defense pen and 10% dark resist. Depending on what you are going up against, all three of these are good. On her TMR slot, I like her own TMR for agility and the HP. It is difficult to get a third buff off in a battle. Equip a TMR that helps with turn order adjustment. For Trust Stones, I like the HP and agility sets the most. If you want to be hyper accurate, go with HP and aim sets. The VCs under the best choices are the ones I always run with her. They give accuracy, single target resist, agility up and AoE resist. If you are missing some of these, you can use the ones under replacements. The goal here is to get her the most accuracy and AoE resist possible. Let's look at some sample team builds. The one on the left is the team that I used to beat many Sephiroth-led dark teams and fire evade teams with Yuffie. This team can do it all. It is equipped with the VCs I just mentioned. In sub-slots, I have downtime for some additional HP, ice resistance and slash resist. Also, Golden Ahriman for 10 magic resist and additional 13% attack. The team on the right is a Wind Strike team. Both of these teams have such good synergies. Rysol is such a great unit for Wind. But she was overlooked in JP since she was released during the limited time 100 cost rush, and Edward came right after. And likely will be overlooked again in GL cause of Hyo. Just saw the news, they are dropping both of them on the same date. In these setups, Rysol has 40 AoE resist out of the gate. Her accuracy is at 155 with agility trust stones, and 170 with aim. Before we move on to some battles, let's take a look at the VC that will come a week after a release. It is a job-based card for great sword users, dagger users, and mace users. Slash attack up 24%, attack up 40% and accuracy up 25 for the party. On the bestowed, slash attack up 10 and AoE resist of 5. This is just a okay VC. It is not limited but buff on it is perfect for Rysol. Okay, on to the last part of this video. Some sample matches. I will not show a fight against Earth, it is too easy. Instead, I will show Rysol win teams against Sephiroth Dark Team, Yuffie Fire Evade Team, and one match with Strike Win Team. This is her AoE buff. Increases attack by 40% and 30% HP absorbed for 3 turns. For self, remove re-raise on all her attacks for 3 turns. Her self buff grants her protect and shell for 3 turns. and AP consumption down by 33% when Protect or Shell is active. She is now ready to go. Barrier Steel. Bye-bye physical barrier to Lucia. Halloween Lucia is such a OP unit at cost 70. HP drain from her AoE buff, and AP restore when enemies KO'd. Peace. Survival Vest would have been a good choice here. Sephiroth's 3-hit single target attack is so strong. Good night, Sephiroth. Next. Let's try the standard Fire Evade team. Here Glaciella wasn't able to buff Rysol's accuracy, and Rysol did not get herself buff off. Can we still do it? Oh. Her LB missed from the front. Blind resist, baby. Rysol's high movement and jump is paying off here. Sorrow did not get his courage up, but it does not matter. Glaciella would have dispelled it anyways. Barrier Steel, attack from the side. Huge damage. AoE attack, no problem. Walk to the back and attack. Good job. Dark and Fire Evade done. Let's go to our last fight. Wind Strike. Rysol is a limited 100 cost unit. It is hard to pull for her now. She will come every month in the next 3 months. She is great, but pull wisely. This is a long one. Thank you for sticking to the end. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this new format. Have a good one.
悪いな。